Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch it. 50, yellow. Watch it.
Mahomes now to throw. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Ferguson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again.
Easy. Pick it up. High 7, let's go. 49.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Set, hut, and reach. 53, Mike. Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hey, 43, 15. Right there. Brings up 3rd and 4. Right left. 58, the Mike. Check pass. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting negative.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Mahomes stepping up. He's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
58, right there. I got you, boy. 15. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 15.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, switch. Come back. 49's the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you listen. You don't want it. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. All day, baby. All day. Kill.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. To throw is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. On 3rd down, Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder once once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. The extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Crunch time, defense. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Dude, fellas, let's go. 58 is the mic. Let's get it. Let's go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You go, 43. 58's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58's the mic. Exit. Get this.
Yellow, yellow. Far side. Far side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Austin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Kelsey out in the slot right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Attack, attack.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Right there. Let's get the ball. 58's the mic.
Far side.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down now, it's Ingram. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
What we got?
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On third down, Mark Ingram.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That's how we do, D.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Don't get nervous. Check 99. Check 99.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run with Austin, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You remember me? Come on. Let's go, baby. 53.
Jackson now. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 4th down, here's Jackson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 98 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. Williams. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying it.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. And ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
53's the mic. 53.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. That's the way. 58, boys. 58. 58.
Now Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Watch the block. Motion. Block. Whip. Watch the whip. Go. Kill.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 22. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Check. 53's mine. 53's mine. You rush. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Follow these two. I'll go Louis. Hey, Ridley.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go.
Hey, 57.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe, defense. He's coming.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Exit. Motion.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.